you to downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, this one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, you have to give a lot of credit to Daryl Morey. He's done a great job in reviving this franchise. There's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. Jay, not too often do you find a rookie leading a playoff team, but that's the case with a coach's son in Donovan Mitchell.
And he's found the trick, Ed. Do you know what the trick is?
What's that?
The trick is to find your motivation each and every day. I love the banter that goes on between him and Ben Simmons about who's up for Rookie of the Year, who's supposed to get the reward, because it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that you find that fire, and that's what Donovan Mitchell is creating, that environment for himself where he can get the best of himself each and every night. That's the kind of moxie the young man brings to the game.
We knew he was athletic. 13th pick, falling to the Jazz in the lottery. Had a great summer league, burst into training camp, and emerged as the #1 threat for Quinn Snyder. Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fareed. From long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Curry into the front court. Down a point. From the painted area, won't go down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
2-point shot for James Harden. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Bledsoe. Fareed. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Utah with the possession. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Curry to Jaren Jackson. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Curry to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Houston takes over to Jaren Jackson. Jazz pick it up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Harden in possession. Leads 5. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Curry to the basket, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Harden. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
No good. Curry with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Middleton. Turns and slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. James Harden. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden, it goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Down the lane to lay it in.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Bledsoe slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Lays it up and in. It's Steph at the controls. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
And scores. Strong take. That'll do it for the first quarter. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Teodosic with it. Down a bundle. Chris Middleton with the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 16, James Johnson.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Trying to cash in. Middleton's shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Teodosic with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. Oh, he's denied.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Chris Middleton sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And now Houston has the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys down big and finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Livingston matched up with Harden. Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Harden with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a look. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Harden.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Rockets in control of the basketball to Caldwell Pope. Jazz have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To the basket goes Curry, but his shot stays out. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Livingston to Curry. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Utah ball. Eric Bledsoe. That's three now on 4 shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Bledsoe stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Eric Bledsoe, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Curry not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Fires the three. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Livingston matched up with Seth Curry. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report.
Fellas, back to you.
To Mo Bamba. Seth Curry fires the three. It's Henson with the rebound. Screen coming. Curry. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
To Middleton. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. To Bledsoe for three. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. The drive, right to the basket. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Curry. And the rebound comes down to Utah. To Bledsoe. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. And he finishes at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Curry. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Going to launch beyond the arc. Like the confidence, but Bamba forced that one.
Big pick right there.
Curry. Not that time. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Rockets foul.
New blood coming in for both sides. Free throw try, off the mark. Count the basket inside.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
It's Jazz ball. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. They've got it now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense to Middleton. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Eric Bledsoe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Get down. Half court, head top.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Substitutions.
Jazz pick it up. Big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Livingston across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. It's in the hands of James Harden. Down to Fareed. The pass set it all up.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
cruises inside for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Harden cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Dwayne Dedmon swats it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. A shot at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Jazz in command of this one. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. It's Rockets ball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Harden. Shot from in close, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Entering the game, number 3.
Livingston driving, but his shot won't go down. Has a chance. Hayden with a shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Harden. Second effort to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Livingston to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Offensive board. Another follow, no good. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Livingston. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Bledsoe shot misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Slam dunk, Sean Livingston. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
And counted at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys down big. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Defense.
To Seth Curry.
Defense, let's go.
4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Bledsoe.
Hey, catch up, let's go.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. Middleton. Dwayne Dedman. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Caldwell Pope. Easy path to the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Deep two there. Won't go. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Stephen Curry, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 90% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Harden. Now that's a contest. To Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Harden. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our